Hello, my name is Kelly Bluen. I am a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to day 3 of the Share the Love series. In these videos, I'm showing you a new heart tangle every day for 14 days. I am doing mine on these little paper heart shapes. I do have a kit that may or may not still be available on my website, www.minsofzen.com, and you get all of the hearts, the little templates to make the letters, the pen, and then some garland to hang this up with. If you do not have the kit, then go ahead and do this on whatever you have around. Okay, we've already done a couple of really fun tangles. So pretty. I'm going to scoot those out of the way because today we're going to work on the hearts a little bit. Okay, today's tangle is Spud by Debbie New CZT. All right, here we go. Let's start on the white one. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. All right. Spud. So Spud starts with a circle and then it has these little hearts coming out around it. I think when she initially created it, she had like little like raindrop type shapes. And then she kind of did variations with different things coming out, and one of the variations was hearts. And I thought that would be perfect to use on here. So I'm going to put it right here, and I just kind of want it to take up like a little chunk of this heart like this, okay? So I'm going to put in my circle, which is compared to my finger about that size. And then I'm going to try to fit 5 or 6 little hearts around it. With this thicker pen, I usually can get about 5. So I'm going to start, I guess, at the top. I'm going to make mine kind of long, skinny hearts. And I'm going to imagine each one, I'm going to grab my pencil, each one kind of coming out from that center. Does that make sense? If you want to use pencil first, you can. I love that hearts can be kind of wide like this one, or they can be long and narrow like that one. Just such a beautiful shape to work with. I think in her examples she uses 6, but I truly don't think it matters. Okay, once we get those first ones in there, then we're going to go in between each one, and we're going to scooch our next heart as low in there as we can get. So I'm going to put like a little dot, and then I'm going to start from there, and I'm going to do a heart. Put a little dot in there. We want that heart to come up out and away from the first one, so nice and tall. So cute. Then after you get that next set of hearts in, then we're going to aura the whole thing. So an aura is just a line that follows another line, kind of gives your whole piece a little hug. And I put this close to the edge because I wanted it to really bump into the side here, and I didn't end up bumping into it very much, and that's okay. In my head, I envisioned it being bigger. And that's Spud, isn't it pretty? Okay, I'll let you finish yours for a moment. And so these hearts were kind of doing the opposite of embedding. So on the letters, we're putting the tangles on the outside, and for the hearts, we're putting them on the inside. And my goal is to just fill this whole heart till there's no empty space. So same with how we are kind of almost gluing our tangles to the edge by adding orbs and different shapes. We're going to do the same thing with these on the inside. So now that I've got that done, I don't really want it just floating around in the middle. So I'm going to use my two favorite things, which are orbs and darkening. But I'm also going to add in maybe some hearts just because we're doing a heart challenge. So let's use that as a filler as well. So I'm going to start with orbs, and I like putting in some big ones that just take up the space. So I'm going to put one there, probably a little one down here. I like to change the size of them if I can. And then I'm going to try to add a little heart in here. On some of my orbs, I like to put a little tiny curve, like a reflection. And then I'm going to ink in these white spaces that are kind of the background. Now, if your spud was out a little ways and you had a lot of room here, of course you can, add orbs and hearts to fill it in. You also could add a second aura to this to make it bigger and kind of reach that end a little bit more. A second aura would be beautiful. All right, I think I'm done securing that to the side. Look at how fun it is when we fill that in. I just love it. All right, I'm going to grab my pink heart now and do one on here. All right, so for this one, I thought it would be fun to do it maybe up in this corner. So again, you got to figure out where you want your beginning circle. I'm gonna put mine about here, try to make it a tiny bit larger and force myself to make it a little bit bigger this time. I'm gonna take my pencil and just give myself kind of an idea of where I want those hearts. Try to go nice and tall or long. And then remember, the next row of hearts is going to be really tucked into those little crevices. I like to give myself a little dot. You don't have to. And I'm going to go kind of tall on those. And then I love that I'm going to be bumping into the edges. So I just do whatever part of that I can. And I hope that you notice on mine that sometimes mine are touching, sometimes my lines are wider, they're not completely even. I've got little hearts and then a big heart. It's okay. I don't want you to worry about being perfect, and I want you to notice that mine is also not perfect, and that when it's done, it's going to look so amazing that we won't notice the little imperfections. Okay, now I need to aura this, and since I've got it bumping against this edge here, I'm going to start there for my aura. And I did aura over here as well because I had a little bit of room, and then I just inked in what was left over behind it. All right, and now I kind of want these to be secure against this corner here, and I'm probably not going to fit a tangle up inside there, so it's okay for me to fill it with some circles and some hearts. So I like to make a nice big one if I can. Maybe some littler ones. I'm going to put a heart over here. And I've got this little space in between those that I can ink in. There we go. We've got our Spud. They're so cute. I really love them. I feel like in the middle dot, I want to do like a partial dark circle. I don't know why. You don't have to, but I just feel like it needed that. Okay, that was Spud. We will see you tomorrow for day 4. Thank you. Bye-bye.